The greatest illusion in your life isn't fear, failure, or even time. It's having forgotten who you truly are. That may sound impossible, but neuroscience confirms it. The mind creates filters that conceal archetypal memories of who we were programmed to be. The shocking truth is that this hidden identity isn't found in books, religions, or gurus. It's vibrating right now within your quantum field. Stay with me, because in just a moment I'll reveal the step that reconnects you to this forgotten truth. The forgetting that shapes your life without you noticing. Have you ever felt like something is missing on your journey, as if there's an invisible piece that doesn't quite fit? That feeling isn't random. It's a reflection of a hidden issue, the forgetting of who you truly are. I'm not talking about childhood memories or everyday recollections, but about a deep identity, an essence, that's been buried under layers of conditioning. It's like living inside a dream, believing the scenery is real, without realizing you're the one dreaming. The greatest illusion in your life isn't fear, failure, or even time. The central illusion is believing you're only the character you play every day. Neuroscience shows that the subconscious mind filters information, erasing memories that don't align with your accepted self-image. The result is a disconnection from your original vibrational frequency, a shutdown from the energetic field that's always been available to you. When I speak of this, I'm not referring to something mystical or out of reach. This is science and spirituality walking hand in hand. Neuroplasticity experiments show that the mind can be reprogrammed, that synapses can reconnect, and that seemingly lost memories can resurface. Likewise, spiritual traditions have always said that within us vibrates a forgotten knowledge, a spark that holds the truth of who we are. Now imagine, what if everything you're experiencing today, every challenge and every victory, is just a reflection of a limited internal program? Imagine that by remembering your true identity, you could collapse reality in your favor. This change is not only possible, it's inevitable when you choose to step out of the forgetting. And the first key is realizing you're not the role, you're the author of the entire play. Right now, your mind might be asking, but how do I access this lost identity? That doubt is natural, because your current self-image was built to keep you in the familiar, the comfort zone. But behind that resistance, there's a calling. It's the vibration of your quantum field asking for energetic alignment, asking you to raise your frequency to remember what's been forgotten. That calling is stronger than any fear, and before we go further, let me ask you something important. If this message has already resonated with you, subscribe to the channel now and turn on notifications. Because what I'm about to share isn't just information, it's transformation. You'll discover quantum manifestation techniques that aren't found in books, but within your own being. When you were born, you came with a pure program, a natural energy of worthiness. But as you grew, you absorbed beliefs from your family, society, and culture. These beliefs created filters that hid archetypal memories of abundance, power, and unconditional love. You began to see yourself as small, separate from the universe, believing you had to earn what was already yours by birthright. It's like you forgot the access code to the vault of your own abundance. And the most surprising thing is that this forgetting isn't permanent. Neuroscientists call this neuroplasticity, the ability to reprogram your subconscious mind. Spiritually, we call it awakening. The moment you release the illusion and reclaim the awareness of who you really are. The thing is, until you reconnect with this hidden identity, you'll keep repeating patterns, repeating relationships, jobs, emotions, and results that feel familiar but don't reflect your true potential. Life becomes a cycle of repetition, like a song on loop, until you decide to change the frequency. That's when transformation begins. Maybe you've already had glimpses of this, moments of deep intuition, vivid dreams, synchronicities that feel like signs from the universe. These moments aren't coincidences, they're vibrational memories trying to surface. The problem is, without training, The rational mind quickly intervenes and erases the signal, making you believe it was just coincidence. But there are no coincidences in the quantum field. Everything is resonance, everything is vibration. And when you open yourself to listen to these signals, you begin to reprogram your mind toward a new energetic alignment. That's the key to accessing manifestation techniques that, in practice, change not just your perception, but the reality around you. Now ask yourself, who would you be if you hadn't forgotten your true identity? How would you act? What would you attract? This question is a portal. It opens the space for the identity shift you've been seeking. And don't worry if you don't have all the answers yet. They're not outside you. They're vibrating in your energy field right now. When you change your vibrational frequency, life responds. When you choose to trust the universe and let go of old ties, you make space to receive the new. This is the beauty of the timeline shift, realizing that your reality isn't fixed but can be collapsed according to your vibration. And that's exactly what we're going to dive into next. If you're already feeling the energy shift as you hear these words, it's a sign that your subconscious mind is being touched. Something in you has already begun to reprogram. Stay with me, because in the next step I'll reveal how to access the secret memory the quantum field holds for you. The call to awaken your hidden identity. Have you ever heard of the feeling of déjà vu? That moment when it feels like you've lived that scene before, even without a logical explanation. Neuroscience suggests it's a mind glitch, but spiritually, we know it's a glimpse into your quantum memory. It's as if, for a moment, the veil of forgetting lifts and you gain access to what was hidden. These moments aren't random, they're invitations from the universe to awaken. The question is, are you willing to hear these invitations? Most people ignore them because they seem strange, meaningless, or even dangerous. But you, listening to my voice right now, already know there's something beyond the visible. This is the turning point, when you recognize that your internal programming isn't destiny, but a code that can be rewritten. The subconscious mind acts like a filter, a gatekeeper. It only allows in what matches your current self-image. If you believe you don't deserve abundance, the energy field reorganizes reality to confirm that belief. If you choose to raise your vibration and shift the identity you carry, the universe responds immediately. That's the law of attraction in action, working through you. Now take a deep breath. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine a golden light surrounding your body, expanding your energy field beyond the physical space. This simple guided experience already begins to dissolve the forgetting. The more you practice, the more your subconscious mind opens to reprogramming. The higher your vibrational frequency becomes. But don't be fooled. It's not just about visualizing, it's about feeling. Feeling that this light doesn't come from outside, but awakens from within. When you feel it, the quantum field recognizes your vibration and begins to align reality with this new state. That's the power of energetic alignment, something science is still trying to explain, but that spirituality has always known. And here's the key. Understanding isn't enough, you need to experience it. Experience is the portal. That's why I'll guide you through practices that aren't theory, but tested manifestation techniques capable of triggering an identity shift. Because true transformation doesn't happen when you learn something new. It happens when you remember what you already knew but had forgotten. Now imagine your life as a movie. You've been watching only a clip, thinking it was the whole story. But there's an expanded version, a parallel reality vibrating at a different frequency, waiting to be accessed. That's the idea of the timeline jump, moving from a limited storyline to one where abundance, love, and purpose are the norm. And this change doesn't depend on the external world. It happens when you choose to release old beliefs, the small self-image, the programmed fears, and receive what has always been available, the energy of worthiness already pulsing within you. When that happens, the universe starts to conspire in your favor in unexpected ways. You've probably noticed that when your vibration is high, things flow more easily. The right people show up, opportunities appear, and everything seems to align. That's not coincidence, it's quantum coherence. It's the energy field responding to your new state of being. The more you maintain that frequency, the stronger the resonance with the reality you desire. Now think with me. What if you could train your mind to maintain that vibration every day? What would change in your life? What doors would open? That's the proposal I'm bringing to you, not a magic promise, but a real practice grounded in both neuroscience and spirituality. A practice that reprograms your subconscious mind and expands your energy field. And here comes a crucial point. You don't need years of study or complex rituals. The access is simple, but it requires a decision. It requires the courage to look within and say, I choose to remember who I really am. That choice is the first step to collapsing the reality you desire, a reality where your hidden identity begins to vibrate fully once again. Now I'll leave you with a simple exercise. Close your eyes again. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, mentally repeat, I am more than I think I am. Do this 3 times, feeling the vibration of those words in your body. This simple act begins to open the portal of remembrance, activating internal reprogramming. And remember, with every practice, you get closer to your forgotten essence. You're awakening, and the universe celebrates every step of this journey. But this is only the beginning. In the moments ahead, I'll reveal the exclusive technique that connects you directly to the quantum field of your original identity. So stay focused. Turn on channel notifications now so you don't miss the next step. Because what comes next is the method that will accelerate your timeline jump and fully activate the high vibration of your hidden identity. Get ready, the awakening has begun, and the journey only goes deeper from here. The secret science behind awakening your true identity. If you've ever wondered how it's possible to change your life without anything external shifting first, the answer lies in how the subconscious mind works. Neuroscientists have already proven that 95% of our actions and decisions happen at this hidden level. It's as if your life is being driven by an invisible autopilot, following a script you don't even remember writing. That script is your internal programming made up of beliefs, memories, and emotions. What's fascinating is that this autopilot isn't unchangeable. Thanks to neuroplasticity, we know that the brain can create new neural pathways, erase old connections, and strengthen new ones. This means your current identity is not fixed. It's simply the reflection of the stories you've repeated until you believed they were true. But science proves it's possible to reprogram your mind to adopt a new self-image, and this is where spirituality comes into full alignment. From ancient texts to modern teachers, all point in the same direction. Within you exists an immortal spark, a vibration that was never lost, only forgotten. This is the energy of worthiness that connects your consciousness to the quantum field. It's the core of your hidden identity, always available to be accessed. The common ground between science and spirituality is clear. Everything is vibrational frequency. Neuroscience speaks of electrical impulses and synapses. Quantum physics talks about probability fields and wave collapse. Spirituality speaks of vital energy, prana, spirit. Different languages describing the same reality. You are energy shaping matter. So if your identity is energy, it can be tuned. Just like a radio station only comes through when you tune to the right frequency, your true identity only manifests when you adjust your vibration. This energetic alignment is what changes everything. You don't need to fight old patterns, you just need to raise your frequency until you're in tune again with who you really are. Take a deep breath now. Inhale slowly and imagine that as you breathe in, you're drawing a new frequency into your being. Exhale, letting go of any remaining doubt, fear, or limitation. This simple practice is already activating your subconscious mind. It's not. Imagination research shows that conscious breathing alters brain chemistry, releasing substances that promote expansion states. And when you enter that state, something magical happens. Your perception opens up. You start to notice signs you previously missed. Small synchronicities, unexpected encounters, intuitions that seem to come out of nowhere. All of this is the quantum field responding to your elevated vibration. The universe always responds, but we only hear it when we tune in. At this point, you might feel some doubt. Does this really work for me? That's the natural resistance of the programmed mind. But remember, the doubt is not your essence, it's just an echo of your limited self-image. The proof that it works is your own experience. Every time you practice, every time you feel the energy shift, you're training your subconscious to remember your true identity. And the beauty is that there's no forced effort. The more you let go, the more you receive. The secret isn't in trying to control, it's in trusting the universe. When you release control, your vibration expands. Naturally. It's like opening your hands to receive something that was already yours. The energy field responds to the space you create within. Now look inward for a moment. Ask yourself, what patterns are you repeating that don't reflect who you really are? Just ask, don't search for an immediate answer. That question is a key that opens doors in the subconscious. Little by little, memories, emotions, and signs will begin to surface, bringing you the revelation you need. And remember, the process isn't about creating something new, it's about removing the veil that hides what was already there. It's like cleaning a fogged-up mirror. Your hidden identity is already vibrating in the quantum field, just waiting for you to tune your frequency to reflect your true light. With each conscious breath, each elevated thought, each time you choose to trust the universe, you strengthen that connection. Science confirms it, spirituality celebrates it, and you begin to live the coherence of an awakened being, capable of collapsing realities with your own vibration. But there's still one key piece missing. How do you turn this awareness into a daily practice that keeps you in that high vibrational state? Because remembering for a few minutes is good, but real change happens when this becomes part of who you are. That's exactly what I'm about to reveal. A simple yet deeply transformative, exclusive technique. A method that combines neuroscience, spirituality, and the quantum field in a practice you can do in minutes, but that changes your identity forever. Stay with me, because this is where theory becomes living experience. The practice that reprograms your mind and activates your original vibration. Now that you understand everything is vibration, and that your hidden identity was never lost, only forgotten, it's time to put this truth into practice. I'm going to guide you through an experience that merges science and spirituality, capable of reprogramming your subconscious mind in minutes. But first, know this. This practice isn't about effort, it's about tuning in. Close your eyes if you can. Take a deep breath and place one hand on your heart. Imagine that with each beat, a wave of light expands in all directions. This light is your original vibrational frequency. It doesn't need to be created, it already exists. What we're doing now is simply activating it, reminding your subconscious that you are more than you thought you were. As you feel this light, mentally repeat, I am energy in alignment with the universe. Say it slowly, allowing each word to become a sensation in your body. That's the secret, not just thinking, but feeling. Neuroscience has shown that emotion is the glue that solidifies new patterns in the brain. When you feel, reprogramming happens. Now imagine that this light connects to something greater. Visualize an infinite field, like an ocean of golden energy, vibrating all around you. This is the quantum field. Each time you expand your vibration, you send a signal into this field. And that signal returns to you as experiences, people, and opportunities that match your frequency. Stay in this state for a few seconds. Feel like you're collapsing reality before you, choosing a new script to live. The clearer the vibration, the stronger the response. And know this, you don't need to intellectually believe it. Just practice. The energy field responds to your feeling, not your logical reasoning. And maybe right now, you're feeling a deep calm or even subtle chills in your body. These physical signs are proof that your vibration is shifting. Science might call it activation of the parasympathetic nervous system. Spirituality would call it expansion of consciousness. Both are describing the same thing: you are remembering. Now bring to mind something you want to manifest. It could be a relationship, an opportunity, a state of abundance. Visualize it as already real, but not as something distant. See yourself living this reality now, within this elevated vibration. Feel the joy, the gratitude, and the worthiness that are already yours. And here's the most important detail: let go. Don't cling to the how or the when. Just trust the universe. Letting go is just as powerful as desiring. Because when you let go, you make space for the quantum field to reorganize reality in the best way. It's the act of receiving, not forcing. You've just experienced a quantum manifestation technique that reprograms your subconscious in a simple and effective way. The secret is repetition. The more you practice, the more your self-image shifts. And when your self-image shifts, your reality shifts with it. Think of it like watering a plant. Each practice is a drop of water that strengthens the roots of your new identity. Until one day, naturally, you realize you've become the person you once only imagined. That's the timeline shift happening before your eyes. And you know what's most beautiful? You're not just changing yourself, you're raising your vibration, and with it, impacting the collective field. Your transformation awakens archetypes in others, even if they don't realize it. What you do for yourself, you do for the whole. But there's still another step. The method I'll reveal next doesn't just reprogram your mind, it creates a permanent new pattern. It's like installing a new operating system, ready to sustain your elevated vibration in every area of life. So don't disconnect now. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because the next part is the heart of this process. It's where you'll discover the exclusive method to keep your hidden identity alive and vibrant every day. Stay with me, because the journey is about to reach its turning point. The exclusive method to keep your new identity alive. You've probably noticed that sometimes you manage to shift your energy in a moment, but soon you fall back into old patterns. That happens because your subconscious mind tends to return to the old script, the one that's been repeated for years. For real transformation, a peak in high vibration isn't enough. You need to consolidate a new pattern. And that's exactly what this method does. It creates a new vibrational identity capable of sustaining your energetic alignment daily. This technique is a fusion of science and spirituality, combining neuroplasticity and quantum practice into a simple routine. You don't need hours, just consistency. The first step is what we call the vibrational anchor. Choose a word or phrase that represents your new identity. It could be abundance. I am worthy. I trust the universe. This word becomes a trigger for your subconscious. Every time you repeat it, you instantly activate the vibrational state you want to lock in. The second step is body. State. The subconscious doesn't distinguish imagination from reality, but it responds strongly to the body. So as you repeat your anchor, change your posture. Open your chest, lift your head, smile softly. This physical shift sends signals to your brain that you're already living this new identity. It's pure applied neuroscience. The third step is emotional resonance. Here, you don't just think about the new identity, you deeply feel the emotion tied to it. If your word is abundance, feel the gratitude of already having it. If it's trust, feel the relief of already being safe. That feeling is what cements the new pattern in the subconscious, reinforcing your elevated vibration. When you combine these three elements, word, body, and emotion, you create a coherent energy field. That field doesn't just change your perception, it collapses reality around you. You become a magnet, attracting experiences that match your new self-image. That's the essence of the law of attraction in its purest form. Now notice something important. The more you practice, the more automatic it becomes. Until the day comes when you no longer need to try, because this new identity is who you are. That's the identity shift we seek, moving from conscious effort to naturally living in high vibration. That imagine what your life would be like if instead of swinging between highs and lows, you could maintain this vibrational coherence daily. Your relationships would shift. Your opportunities would multiply. Your health would improve. Because everything reflects the frequency you hold. And what's even more powerful, this practice doesn't just change you, it activates collective archetypes. By sustaining a vibration of abundance, you pave the way for others around you to awaken too. It's like you become a point of light in an infinite network, lighting up the nodes connected to you. That's the true timeline shift, when your individual transformation reverberates through the collective, creating a change that goes far beyond your own life. You're not just remembering who you are, you're helping the world remember what it can be. And this is just the beginning. The method you've just learned is the foundation. In the next moments, we'll explore how to amplify this practice until it becomes not just a habit, but your energetic signature. So subscribe now and turn on notifications, because the next step will expand your consciousness even further. What comes next is when your hidden identity stops being a memory and becomes the living reality you manifest. Get ready, because we're entering the final stretch of this reconnection journey. When your vibration awakens the collective archetype, have you ever noticed that when someone deeply shifts their energy, it affects everyone around them? It's like tossing a stone into a lake. The ripples extend far beyond the point of impact. That's how your energy field works. When you raise your vibration, you don't just change your own reality, you awaken dormant archetypes in the collective consciousness. Archetypal means something that lives in all of us, like a universal code. The hero, the healer, the sage. These archetypes are etched into humanity's collective subconscious. When you awaken your hidden identity, you also ignite these universal patterns. And without realizing it, you begin to inspire others to do the same. You've probably felt this before. Being near someone with a strong, radiant presence can elevate you. It's not just charisma, it's vibrational resonance. That person is holding a frequency that activates forgotten memories within you. And once you awaken, you become that presence for others. That's the beauty of the collective quantum field. Imagine a world where thousands of people are living in energetic alignment, aware of their original identity. What we call a collective timeline jump isn't a utopia, it's a real possibility. Because every individual who remembers who they are helps the entire human race. Remember too, that's why your personal practice is not small. Every time you repeat your vibrational anchor, every time you reprogram your subconscious mind, you're not just changing yourself. You're sending signals into the global energy field, helping collapse a new collective reality. Now take a deep breath and feel this. You're not alone. There's an invisible network, a web of consciousness connecting all those who have chosen to awaken. Each of your breaths strengthens that network. Each elevated thought sparks another flame in the collective. You are part of something much greater. And the more you practice, the stronger that connection becomes. Until one day, you realize you no longer have to try to connect because you're already living in a state of unity. It's elevated vibration supporting you naturally, effortlessly. That's the true meaning of abundance, not accumulation, but the awareness that you are already part of the whole. At that point, your life ceases to be only personal and becomes archetypal. You embody the role of the awakened one, not just for yourself, but as a living example for others. This is identity shift in its highest form. You become a channel, a point of light in the vast quantum field of humanity. You might wonder, but can I really impact others? The answer is simple: you already do. The difference is that now your impact will be conscious. You'll be choosing to vibrate in coherence, knowing that this choice resonates through the collective. This is your most powerful contribution, and the most beautiful part is that it doesn't need to be grand in the eyes of the world. Just an aligned presence, a true word, a gesture made in high vibration. That alone activates archetypes in anyone who crosses your path. The invisible is far stronger than the visible. So remember, when you reconnect with your hidden identity, you don't just change your life, you become part of changing the world. You become the archetype of awakening, radiating a frequency that helps others remember who they are. Now, before we close, I ask you once more, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because this journey doesn't end here. Each new video is another wave of expansion that strengthens your vibration and the collective network. And get ready, because what comes next is the final calling. The invitation to fully claim your true identity and live in complete resonance with the universe. The call to live your hidden identity. Now we've arrived at the most important moment of this journey. You've already uncovered the invisible problem, opened a new perspective, grounded your practice in science and spirituality, experienced quantum manifestation techniques, and recognized your collective impact. Now the choice stands before you. The universe is asking, will you keep living in the illusion of forgetting, repeating old patterns? Or will you claim your true identity, reprogram your mind, and collapse the reality you desire? This is the crossroads where most hesitate, but you're here because something in you already said yes. Understand this: there's nothing outside yourself that you need to achieve. Everything is already vibrating within your energy field. Abundance, love, freedom, trust in the universe, it's all already present, simply waiting for you to release control and receive. The secret is to stop searching and start remembering. And remembering is not an intellectual act, it's a vibrational experience. When you feel your hidden identity vibrating in every cell of your body, there's no doubt. You know you are worthy, you know you can trust, you know you already are. That knowing is the true identity shift. Now close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, mentally declare, I choose to live who I truly am. Repeat it 3 times, feeling the vibration expand. This declaration is not just a phrase, it's a reality collapse. It's you telling the universe, I'm ready. And the universe responds. It reorganizes circumstances, opens paths, brings people and opportunities that resonate with your new frequency. You don't need to know how, just keep your vibration high, trust the process, and release to receive. From this moment on, your life is no longer the same. Because now you're aware that you can choose your identity in every instant. You can reconnect with your essence, raise your vibration, and manifest abundance in any area. That's true freedom, being the creator of your own reality. And I want you to feel this deeply. You are worthy, not because of anything you've done, but simply because you exist. The mere fact that you're here, breathing, is proof of the worthiness energy already vibrating in you. The universe doesn't make mistakes. If you're alive, it's because your presence matters, because your frequency is needed in the great collective field. So accept the calling, embrace your hidden identity, raise your vibration, reprogram your mind, collapse the reality you desire. Become the living archetype of awakening, inspiring others simply by being who you are. That is your power, and remember, this journey doesn't end here, it's just beginning. So subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Every new step you take will be supported by this vibrational community we're building together. The time is now. Your true identity is not in the future, it's vibrating within you at this very moment. The universe is waiting for your yes. And when you say yes, everything changes. So say it. Yes, I choose to remember. Yes, I choose to trust. Yes, I choose to live my hidden identity. And from this moment on, you don't just live, you vibrate.